last video I did was that unboxing video. As you can see, I kind of moved the locations a little bit. Instead of filming on that side of the room, I'm on this side because I do a little bit more of a rearranging segment. And I don't really need the chair anymore. I've got a futon and a cat who wants to come in the bedroom. I've been a little slow on the reviews lately just because a lot of stuff has been going on with the holidays and everything. I've got a Titans Return Gnaw video that's coming up here really soon. But I did want to sit down. I did want to do a quick couple of reviews for you guys. I figured I'd do 2 in one video because I haven't done it in a while. So I recently did some trades with some people online. A fellow by the name of AC sent me over a couple of Reveal the Shield figures, so I figured I'd review them. The first one we're going to start out here is Reveal the Shield Trax. I've always wanted a Trax figure, but I was never able to get my hands on one. Till this guy. You've got his 3mm clip system missiles. His gun also fits on the 3mm clip system, although there's really nowhere to put it when you have both missiles there, so I just tend to, you know, leave it in the hand. He's got a little bit of an automorphing when you're transforming him. He's got a little head gimmick like that. So let's go ahead and check out this guy's transformation and his articulation. Alrighty, so Trax. Yeah, Trax is pretty posable. He's got the knee joints right here, and he's got toe joints that can tilt left and right because they're on a ball joint and go up. Not so much down, but they were on a hinge that's right there. His arms can go up like that to about 90 degrees. They don't stay up there very well, just because my copy of the toys ball joints are loose, unless you get them in this little slot right there. If you do that, then they're pretty good. Both arms can do that. He's got his 3mm clip system right there. Allows you to angle the rockets at whatever angle you wish. Same with the wings. The wings are on kind of a hinge joint, so you can angle them however you want. You can have them high, you can have them down low like a cape. You can have them straight, Buzz Lightyear style. You can do whatever you'd like with those. His elbows are double jointed, so you can get an extra curl in there, and his wrists are on a swivel. Same on both hands. His head is not really on a ball joint, it's more or less on a hinge. I guess there's a ball joint. His head is kind of on a ball joint, I guess. He has the slightest looking up ability, the slightest down looking ability. Not even really, it's like him looking straight and him looking upward about 2mm, but that's about it. His head can swivel, as you do. And his rockets, you might be tempted to bump them out of the way. You might have to bump him out of the way while you're turning his head. His heels allow him to pose magnificently. You can have him posing out like that, or you can have him in like a running position, maybe. My copy of the toy's legs are kind of loose. They don't want to stay up too well. But posing wise, he's fine. Let's get down to the transformation part. What you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to remove the missiles like so, and the gun from parts forming. So then, what you're going to want to do is this gray tab here unplugs. You unplug it in the backpack, tuck it away, and you leave that out like that. And then, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fold the wings up like so. So you're going to want to have them like that. And you know what? How about this? I'll zoom out even more so you can see what I'm doing. And then the feet, you're going to want to fold the toes up, hold them up like that, and there's a tab right there to, if you can get it to line up properly, which can sometimes be a huge pain in the rear. You can get it to line up like that, and then you just do the same thing on this side, right? You've got those lined up, You rotate them. And what you're going to want to do is you can snap them into place, like so, and connect the tribal flames. You flip the waist around, and you can pop in the legs, and it will connect under the tabs, like so. So we're about halfway into car mode, and if you want, this is the part of the car where you can actually do the famous Trax flying car mode. You can flip out the wings like such, kind of have the robot mode, half transformed, kind of. You're going to want to tuck the hands in a bit for this. You can do that, you can do that. Wings out like that. You can have the roof down like that. It doesn't stay down very well, but you know, in G1 Trax had a flying car mode, and this mode is pretty dumb looking. Right, see, it just looks like a mess. The top doesn't stay down. Yeah, the wings on mine are kind of loose, so it just does not look good. Now, the wheels can work as turbines, though. They spin really well. Anyways, back to regular car transformation, because forget little fan modes. So this is going to go... The wheels are going to want to rotate on their hinges like that. Pop the wheel out like so, and then fold the arms back like that. Right? And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to flip the hands just right. I always flip them palm down. I don't think it matters however you do it, but I always flip them palm down. There is a tab, and then here is the slot in the hand, and you connect like so. This is where the double elbow really becomes handy, like that. You know, take the gun, you know, fold it, and then you can pop it right there for storage, and it fits pretty snug. To get it to fit kind of tight with the gun in there, just because the gun kind of gets in the way a little bit. And then you fold the wings in like you do. Fold them out straight, push it in, straight, push in, fold up, and you just kind of tab it into place. And there you go. Maybe. And then you have the car mode, and then you have the missiles that you can tab in at the bottom here, right on these little white dots here. You can tab that in, twist the missile, so it kind of looks like a little boosters on the bottom. Sometimes the back doesn't want to stay in. That happens sometimes if you have the gun out too much. But yeah, Trax is a pretty nice car mode. He rolls, as cars do. Sometimes if the feet are not in all the way, the front wheels won't roll, or if they're just not crunched in enough. There we go. He rolls pretty well now. But yeah, that is Trax in his car mode. He is a pretty nifty looking guy. I really like the tribal flame patterns on the front there as opposed to the actual ones. You have little tabs in the back there that you can put the boosters on if you like. I like them on the bottom preferably. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's Trax. It's a big thumbs up from me. So that's Trax for you. Trax is a neat little guy. I really like the way he stands. He fits in really well on my classics shelf, although in my collection it's kind of crowded. He fits in really well for anybody who doesn't have a Trax figure. I definitely recommend him if you can find him. Now then, on to our second person of the night. I would call this one the star of this review. He's one that I've wanted for a very long time, ever since I've seen the 1986 movie, and that is Universe CYCLONUS. CYCLONUS, badass in the movie. Not a very good looking Generation 1 toy. I know it's dangerous to say that Generation toys are bad. But look at a little dopey CYCLONUS toy. Like, look at me and tell me that this is not a very good head sculpt thing. His face is like in his body. It's like, ugh. This guy is the reboot CYCLONUS completely needed. I didn't have the chance to pick up a Combiner Wars, but you know, I've got the retail version of Scattershot, so I think I'm all set on that mold for a while. We looked at the transformation and the articulation of tracks. Now let's go on and look at the articulation and the transformation of CYCLONUS. Alrighty, so Universe CYCLONUS. He is very posable. His whole big elbows right there. He's got a hinge right there that allows him to go out to almost 90 degrees. His head is on a swivel. No ball joint, no up or down, essentially. Elbow joints on both arms, and you can have him doing awesome dance poses like that. So as you can probably tell from that, his legs are on ball joints. I guess it's a transformation joint, really, but I guess that's a wrist hinge? I don't know. He's got the same one on this side, and for some reason he's got a clamped fist. Like he can only hold one weapon, or he can punch people right in the face. And you do want to be careful when you're moving his arms, because due to transformation that piece comes off, like that. As you can see, there's a little slot in there, and you just pop it right back on. Yep, he's got a thigh swivel, like that. He's got a knee joint, as you do, and due to transformation, he's got toes and heels on both feet. And this leg's also got the mushroom peg for the swivels, and the knees for the bending, and the how you do's it. Now you want to be careful on this. As you can see, he's got kind of a gimpy wing, and that's just because I've got to use one. I'm pretty sure some floor polish or something like that will fix him right up. If you can see right there, I used the heel joint as like a brace for his legs, so that way I'm able to hold him in poses that are dynamic and threatening and attack ready. Transform this guy, you essentially kind of tear him apart a little bit. You want to tear his arms out of their sockets like any normal person would do. You want to take the wrists and you want to fold them in. So they've got the slots sticking out right there. You're going to want to turn his head around. And his legs do like this accordion type deal. You fold them up like so, and they kind of click into place, like that. There we go. And you fold his feet down like so. You do the same to the other one, like that, and like that. Sorry, his arm's in the way if you can't see. There you go, like that. You fold the feet down again. And they don't really click into place. I wish that there was a way the feet connected to each other. But they don't, and that's fine. Just a little pet griping. So then what you want to do is you want to fold the wings out. And right here, there's a slot. There's a tab. Put the tab in slot. Transformers 101. There's a tab here and a slide thing there, so you want to take the gap, line it up, and might take a little bit of force, but goes on pretty smoothly. You want to do the same thing on this side, tab in hole, flip the arm, and then tab in. This side is a bit tougher on mine than on the other one, but it still goes in pretty well. So then you take it, and you fold it back so the wings are swept backwards. There's a tab on the arm right there, and there's a tab hole in the leg right here. You're going to tab that in like that. Oh, yeah, and be careful because it will become untransformed if you're not careful with it. Flip it around, rotate that, is that? So there you go. That's all the obvious transformation stuff. And then if you look here, this is a pretty neat... Oh, I'm on transform again. It's a pretty neat design in this next part here. You flip open the canopy, and the nose cone actually flips right out, like a... You know, like one of those wallets with all the pictures in it. You know, you open it and just go... Doo-doo-doo-doo. That's kind of what this does. You want to make sure his head's backwards, so he's facing upwards, and you just pop it right down on there. There's a little switch here, right there. You slide it forward, pull it out all the way, and there you go. You got one pretty nice looking CYCLONUS in his Cybertronian jet form. He is one sweet looking jet. I love this figure. I love the way it looks. I love the way it transforms. I do wish the top here was a little less gappy. As you can see, you can kind of see through it a little bit, but that's just a personal gripe, I guess. Overall, I love the look of this jet. He was always one of my favorite vehicles in the movie. And if you look here, he's even got some itty bitty landing gear, so you can take it and maybe, if you're more talented than I am, unfold it like such and plop it down. So there you go. That is one badass looking CYCLONUS. Like so. He is pretty neat. That is Universe CYCLONUS. Let's cut back to my ugly mug before I untransform this guy by mistake. And that's CYCLONUS. He is an awesome figure. I love this guy. He is wonderful. He fits in really well with my 1986 cast. Even with the Titans Return Galvatron, that looks completely... Oh. This guy's a complete and total badass, and he's a must-have in any collection. Especially if you're a 1986 movie fan. So that's Trax and CYCLONUS for you. I want to thank you very much, AC, for sending them over my way. Like, subscribe, do whatever it is you guys do. And I promise it won't take so long to make another video. That Titan Return Nah figure review is still on the way.